I'm about to share with you some highly secretive information that most guys would kill for. I'm talking about the 3 secret triggers that can make a woman want to sleep with a man. Now, I'm not just going to hand over this valuable information without a few ground rules first. I'm trusting you to use this knowledge only for good, so you have to promise me that you won't use these triggers for anything other than building a genuine connection with a woman you're truly compatible with. These triggers are incredibly powerful, and if used correctly, they can help you attract the woman of your dreams. So, let's get down to business. These triggers work best when used on women that you genuinely like and have chemistry with. Don't try to use them on every woman you meet because that's not how they work. So, if you're ready to take your game to the next level, stick with me until the end, and I'll give you what you lacked all along. If you want to know whether a woman is interested in sleeping with you, the very first sign you should look for is a need for validation. You see, women are often drawn to men who can elevate their status or make them feel like they've won something. It's a fact of life. Just take a look at social media and the internet these days. Guys are often addicted to sleazy and vulgar websites, while women are more into social media, taking selfies, and seeking attention, likes, and validation. Remember, if it doesn't feel like validation or a win for her, it's unlikely to happen. So, if you want to get what you want, you need to make sure she gets what she wants too. And that means finding ways to make her feel valued and special, both inside and outside of the bedroom. It's not always easy, but with the right mindset and approach, you can become the kind of man that women are naturally drawn to. That's why the number one thing you need to understand about women is that they don't want to feel like they've been won over too easily, or that you're some low-value guy. Trust me on this one. I've seen it happen time and time again. If you want to have any chance of sleeping with a woman, you need to show her that you're a high-value man who is worth her time and attention. This means being confident, assertive, and unafraid to take charge. It also means understanding that women often seek validation and attention from men, just like men seek intimacy from women. Let me break this down for you with a real-life example. Back when I was in my teenage years, I was seeing this girl, but I felt like we didn't really click or have a connection. So, I told her that I didn't think we were a good fit and that we should stop seeing each other. Here's the thing, when I rejected her, it triggered something in her, and she went from not being interested to basically begging me to sleep with her. I mean, she was practically taking her clothes off in front of me while tearing up at the same time. It was wild to see. The reason for this is simple. When you remove that validation or attention from a woman, she'll often crave it even more, even to the point of desperation. That's why I'm emphasizing the importance of this as the first point. And let me tell you, it's a powerful one. It's important to keep in mind that women generally need a reason to want to sleep with a guy. This reason could vary from woman to woman and may be influenced by a number of factors. For instance, it could be due to your social status, occupation, physical fitness, or reputation. The key thing is to make sure that you always present yourself as a valuable asset to her. So, if you want to be successful in this area, you need to make sure you're always framing yourself in a way that makes her feel like being with you is a smart choice. Alright, let's move on to point number 2. This one's a big one too, so listen up. The second factor to consider when it comes to a woman's desire to be with you is what we call competition anxiety. This is a concept that is often overlooked by many guys, but it's crucial to understand if you want to have success with women. Here's the deal. When it comes to competition anxiety, women are scared that you'll fall for someone else. It's not always about the physical stuff like hooking up. It's the fear that you'll catch feelings for another girl. Let me give you an example. If a woman gets pregnant, she's going to have to carry that baby for 9 months, which is a huge commitment. And she wants to make sure that the guy who got her pregnant is going to stick around and is actually able to provide for her and the baby. So, if you're a valuable guy with status and all that, the last thing she wants is for you to start falling in love with another woman. Now, here's the thing. If she sees that other women are into you, it's going to make her want you even more. She's going to want to lock you down and get you invested in her emotionally immediately. She's going to want you to like her, not just for the physical stuff, but as your favorite girl to be with. So, if you can use competition anxiety to your advantage, you'll have more options and better chances in the game. Next, the third point. A lot of women want kids, and that is a major factor in whether or not they'll sleep with a guy. It may seem obvious, but it's worth reminding that if a woman doesn't have kids yet, her body is naturally geared towards wanting to reproduce. As a guy, it's important to understand this because it can play a big role in your ability to attract women. When it comes to attracting women, there are two key things to keep in mind: dominance and provisioning. Dominance is all about projecting strength and confidence, whether that's through the way you speak, your physical appearance, or other factors. Provisioning, on the other hand, is about demonstrating your ability to provide for and take care of a woman. To give you an example, when I was in my early 20s, I was in great shape and had no problem attracting women, literally any women I wanted. However, I didn't have much else going for me at the time in terms of money and influence. As a result, a lot of those encounters were just fun flings with no real potential for something more. As I got older and started building a career and taking actual care of my life, I found that women were more interested in sticking around for the long haul and were actually putting in more effort than I was. So, if you want to be successful with women, it's important to focus on both dominance and provisioning traits. This way, you can attract women and keep them interested over the long term. If you want to take your game to an even higher level, it's important to remember that primal attraction is key. There has to be a raw, primal desire that exists between you and the woman you're interested in. It's not enough to simply have a connection on a mental or emotional level. You need to be able to spark that animalistic urge in her that makes her want you on a deep instinctual level. So how can you cultivate that primal attraction? Well, think about what would be important to you if you were living in a primitive, survival-based society. You'd be focused on things like finding food, building shelter, and protecting yourself and your tribe from danger. These basic instincts still exist within us today, and they play a crucial role in attraction. The key is to always be building and growing, because women are attracted to men who are strong, capable, and constantly striving to improve themselves. So, if you're serious about becoming a true alpha male and attracting the women you truly desire, then it's time to start working on all of these areas. Invest in yourself and your growth, practice your social skills and confidence, and learn how to lead with strength and conviction. By doing all of these things, you'll become the kind of man that women can't help but be drawn to, and you'll be able to create the kind of deep, meaningful connections that you've always wanted. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and comment your thoughts on the matter. Make sure you subscribe, as we have a lot more videos coming out which will elevate your status in life. With that said, see you all soon.